Hello to all that are viewing. We sit here with a plan that outlines a solution to Medibank's problem with their inability to market added value benefits to young adults. I, Billy DeMarco, along with
Matt,
Alex Lacey.
Jonathan, Ricky.
believe that with our combined group efforts have resulted in a solution to the problems Medibank is currently facing.
RMIT University acknowledges the people of the Woiwurrung and Boonwurrung language groups of the Eastern Kulin Nations, on whose unceded lands we conduct the business of the university. RMIT University respectfully acknowledges their ancestors and elders, past and present. RMIT also acknowledges the traditional custodians and their ancestors of the lands and waters across Australia where we conduct our business.
Detailed here is the table of contents which presents everything we will be going through throughout this presentation. With over 40 years of experience, Medibank is one of Australia's leading private health insurance providers, providing a range of products and services to its customers. As a company who believe health is the answer for Australians to achieve everything they want, they endorse this claim through their actions of providing added value benefits, unfortunately, many of which are overlooked by consumers due to the costs surrounding them. With the Australian health insurance being structured around a minimum requirement standard that must be followed by all providers, added value benefits can provide a point of differentiation for Medibank. The homogeneous market that is private health insurance is constantly leaving customers looking at the cost of the service and not the actual value in the various providers. Medibank's ability to market these added values to customers allow them to differentiate themselves from competition, allowing customers to not just see the cost as a factor, but also the value they get out of choosing Medibank as their service provider.
demonstrated here is a custom analysis on Medibank. Political. Medibank's inability to market its added values to consumers is impacted by current Australian tax policies and in particular the Australian population's inability to rebate the money invested into private health insurance. Regardless of Medibank's tried attempts to promote the added value benefits corresponding with the provided services, the cost factor of the product impacted by the current tax policies implemented has an influence on young adults when it comes to the purchasing of private health insurance. Young adults are more likely to be more prone to financial hardships and more unlikely to receive coverage if what they can afford does not cover what they deem appropriate. Economic. Due to current inflation, cost of living has increased, hence the consumer sees the product as a cost as opposed to what the product is. As a result of current inflationary pressures, necessities like groceries and rent have risen massively over the past 12 months. With the average cost of rent rising as much as 11.1% in the past 12 months, young adults are more likely to be less inclined to purchase anything other than necessities. An additional study by Finder found that 49% of young adults don't feel equipped to make decisions about their money, suggesting that young adults might be frightful when making financial decisions, leaving them unlikely to make decisions they cannot see value in. Social. With current societal changes and increased influence on health of all kinds, Medibank might see an increase in demand due to the Australian population's increase in health consciousness, mental health awareness, and other factors. Potential clients might be incentivized by Medibank's products to delve deeper into these aspects. With the increased health consciousness, Australia is currently experiencing an aging population with the average life expectancies increasing. With a population living ages more prone to chronic issues, the cost of rebates for Medibank will increase. Technology. Today, consumers expect simplified methods of businesses conversing their message. This can provide both opportunities and risks for Medibank. Keeping up with the technological change has proven difficult for Medibank, shown through Medibank being hacked, resulting in customers' confidential information being leaked, leaving customers losing trust with Medibank surrounding privacy. Environmental. Young adults are the largest percentage of individuals fighting for change regarding climate change, allowing Medibank an opportunity to show they stand alongside them through their charitable donations. Australia's history with natural disasters, Medibank may be required to modify services to include those who may be impacted by this. Yet this may require increased cost of the product. Legal. Concerns surrounding the sale of user information amongst individuals with the possibility of implemented laws to prevent these concerns could be an aspect of the future for Australia and marketing methods for companies. In response to the hacking scandal, Medibank was handed a class action lawsuit. With millions of people's information being leaked, it will not only have an impact on Medibank's ability to convey their data protection policies, but also could be financially detrimental as millions of customers' information was leaked and the lawsuit could cost Medibank massively.
High influence and high interest. Consumers and shareholders' interest requires Medibank to regularly engage and keep satisfied. These stakeholders have a role that has a direct impact on the business's actions. Shareholders need to know that their money is being used in an avenue that allows for the best results for them, while their opinions are noticed in decision making. Consumers play a role as businesses need to know what the consumer wants to successfully market a product to them, providing what they expect. Both shareholders and consumers, through their own way, can provide Medibank with necessary funds that can help them implement the required plans to display the added values of their product to the target market of 18 to 25. High influence and low interest. Stakeholders like the RBA and government in charge require regular monitoring as they have a direct effect on the business, but their opinions do not affect the service provided. Government and RBA can, through their setting of the cash rate, change the cost of living, which determines the amount of business Medibank will receive due to those under the bracket of 18 to 25s tending to suffer more from finance-related issues. Low influence and low interest. Stakeholders like employees require regular monitoring and constant engagement, as Medibank's business influences them directly. Employees are the face of any company and can converse Medibank's true interest onto consumers through their actions. An employee's actions can have direct effects on a business. Therefore, employees can converse the added values to young adults as well as implement the strategies that get the message across through their business actions.
Here is the reframing loop that our group created in order to form our reframe problem statement. The first section of the reframing loop is framing the situation. Having established that Medibank is currently experiencing a reduction in the number of young adults between the ages of 18 and 25 taking up private health insurance, we explored several reasons for this. At the moment, young adults are prioritizing price, affordability, and value over peace of mind, greater healthcare provider options, and reduced wait times for elective surgeries when it comes to their private health insurance. Young adults are more likely to focus on having vibrant social lives and living hedonistic lifestyles, prioritizing purchases that grant immediate gratification. Unfortunately, Medibank is limited by government regulations in what they can do with premiums to attract young adult insurers, and as a result, young adults that are studying or have low income are charged the same premiums as older insurers and people with medical conditions that are using the healthcare system frequently. Furthermore, current government incentives, the Medicare levy surcharge, and lifetime health cover do not apply to this demographic. In addition to this, many of Medibank's current added value benefits are not relevant for young adults, giving an impression of poor cost benefit of private health insurance. The public health system needs a mix of people in public and private health systems to be sustainable. During the 2019 to 2020 financial year, healthcare costs were already at 10.2% of GDP, which saw the government advocating against increases in premiums to prevent people from dropping out of private health insurance. This fear was referred to as a death spiral by Dr. Stephen Duckett in his report, Making Private Health Insurance Viable, where he referred to young people dropping out of private health insurance, decreasing the insurance pool, and ultimately increasing premium prices for users with vulnerable health conditions. The frame of the problem was concluded to be that there is a decrease in amount of 18 to 25-year-olds with private health insurance. Following the framing of the problem, it was important to reframe the problem with multiple frames of reference. It is evident that young adults are not fully aware of the importance of taking up private health insurance, its longer-term benefits, and the importance of improving their health literacy. Medibank would demonstrate to young adults that taking up private health insurance is value for money by highlighting the more immediate benefits in their added value products. The range of added value benefits needs to be reviewed to include options that are more attractive and relevant to young adults. Private health funds may need to lobby the government and regulation bodies to provide a discount in premiums for young adults as required to increase uptake in the 18 to 25-year-old age group. From this, the reframe problem was how does Medibank increase the uptake of private health insurance with 18 to 25-year-olds? Moving forward, the reframing loop signals that it is important to find solutions that are tailored towards 18 to 25-year-olds, incentivizing them to take up private health insurance. After analysing the reframing loop, the reframe problem statement was that Medibank are not communicating the added value benefits that are relevant to consumers aged 18 to 25.
These here are the solutions we produced using the process of Scamper. 1. Medibank can substitute its television marketing efforts with social media marketing. 2. Medibank can combine the health covers with other health and wellness related products to make it a more attractive package for the consumer. 3. Build your own plan. Members can choose the services and products they want. And 4. Making it more fun and engaging for members by including a gaming element. 5. Medibank can modify their pricing strategies to make the added value benefits seem more attractive and accessible to their consumers. 6. Medibank can put their added value benefits to another use. This can be done by introducing a new health insurance plan for a specific target audience. 7. Medibank could consider eliminating some of the added value benefits that may not seem like added value benefits or that are costly to offer and maintain. 8. Medibank could also invest in developing a more visually appealing website and improve the user experience. The three most viable solutions were 1, 4, and another option that we discussed was morphing solutions 3 and 8 into 1. making a complete new solution. Impact matrix of solution. The chosen solution upon evaluation is solutions 8 and 3 morphed into 1. To be more clear, the solution 8 and 3 is building your own plan and giving the consumers more control and rearranging the way their added value benefits are presented, such as developing a more visually appealing website or app and using simple and effective language. This solution solves a multitude of problems related to the issue. It will not only solve the added value benefit problem, but will also attract new members because of Medibank's innovative approach to its healthcare plans. This solution can potentially solve other problems, such as lowering administrative costs, because of the way it would rearrange the offers, making it so simple that the consumers won't need to ask anyone else. This is the highest impact, but relatively high effort as well, making it worthwhile for the company to take this project. This project is also long-term and has long-term effects, and can be a viable investment for the company. Now, the solution. Solution 8 and 3 morphed into 1 is the solution to Medibank's problem. The solution is building your own plan and rearrange the way the added value benefits are presented, such as developing a more visually appealing website or app and using simple and effective language. Morphing the two solutions will amplify each solution's benefits. This solution can be effective as it provides customers with more flexibility and customizations for their cover, whilst making it easier and simpler to do so. Of course, while offering the customizable plan, we'll have to consider the rules and regulations. But if done right, we believe it can solve Medibank's problems. Furthermore, this can help Medibank understand the needs of their customers better, which can incentivize the development of other products and services.
The chosen solution for Medibank's added value benefits issue is a low-fidelity prototype for an app. This prototype demonstrates a simple method of conveying Medibank's added value benefits through social media and targeting those aged 18 to 25. As according to the Pew Research Centre, about 84% of adults aged between 18 to 29 use social media sites and apps. Therefore, by implementing and improving app services for consumers, Medibank would efficiently and feasibly reach their target cohort of young adults. Medibank would need to consider using simple and non-technical language that all can understand and develop a design of their app that is attractive towards young adults. Furthermore, if Medibank focused more on investing in an app development that is more visually appealing and simple, it would increase younger members, along with potentially all of those who also use social media and apps, increasing Medibank's overall members. Therefore, app development would allow Medibank to target young adults and to convey their added value benefits to them in a straightforward and exciting way. The chosen solution of app development for Medibank was tested on a target audience of young adults aged between 18 to 25. The app development prototype was tested and showed general positive feedback that is a very easy and simple to use app prototype. App development would be feasible for Medibank to implement for young adults, as this audience is known to use social media apps for sourcing information, using simple language and high-performance functions of an app. This is an extremely desirable outcome for Medibank to develop their app, as it would reach young adults effectively. App development is very feasible and viable for Medibank to implement due to its low effort and high impact. Therefore, it is a feasible solution to solving Medibank's issue of communicating added value benefits to young adults. This prototype would benefit Medibank as it is effective in simply conveying benefits, easily accessed and can hold consumer retention. Furthermore, this is feasible, desirable and viable for Medibank due to this prototype's low costs, high impacts and effect on consumers, as you can see displayed in the DVF card below. According to Joseph Russell, further developing an app can cost anywhere from $45,000 to $240,000, depending on many variables, such as the work needed on the app and on what scale that work needs to be completed. Medibank made a group operating profit of $307.8 million in 2022. With this massive profit, if Medibank were to invest as little as $45,000 up to $240,000 back into their services, in this case app development, they would be making an even larger profit by developing this. As if Medibank develops the app aiming to target younger adults, this would increase the amount of members, therefore increasing profits for Medibank over the long run. Therefore, it is feasible and viable for Medibank to develop their app. A high-fidelity prototype has been made after considering feedback from testers. There was generally positive feedback, however, it is suggested to keep incorporating simple steps the whole way throughout the app, and simple layout of the app with similar colours to keep it non-confusing for users and more engaging. The high-fidelity prototype has incorporated these changes, making it easier to understand for users and simple and straightforward app design that is engaging and colourful. This includes quick and easy steps for users to find out more, and with a click of a button, you can learn it all.
As visible in this slide is the Gantt chart representing the implementation of the solution. Beginning on a hypothetical date of the 5th of June, this plan is a mapped out 12-month period of the necessary steps required to implement the solution into the business. Beginning with the planning phase, this phase hones in on elements like the purpose, target audience, research, etc., mapping out the necessary steps required by Medibank to understand the app's purpose. Moving on to the design phase, this phase details creating the visual aspects of the app. This is an integral part of the production as it will allow them to communicate the functionality of the app to the target audience. The development phase focuses on the coding aspect of the app, this being the most crucial part of the app as this determines the actual functionality of it, and in turn, its ability to appeal to consumers. This phase being the most important has been allocated 3.5 months to ensure that it is produced to an above satisfactory level that does appeal to the consumers. Post-development, the next phase being quality assurance and testing, focuses on ensuring the app is of a high quality and ready for implementation. The implementation phase focuses on preparing the app and marketing it appropriately to be successfully implemented and marketed appropriately for customers to gain awareness of the app, as well as the benefits detailed within it. The final stage focuses on maintaining the app. While it does have an end date on the chart, this phase will be ongoing for as long as the app is running. All these steps combine together for a plan for Medibank to successfully market their added values to young adults and provide a solution to the problem Medibank is facing.
Thank you very much for considering our pitch. We believe that it can aid you by providing solutions to fix your current business problem, and should you have any questions, please feel free to contact us through the email displayed on screen. Thank you for your time and consideration.